Greetings and welcome once again to the World of Thaylos.
Hello.
After a short sabbatical, and right in the middle of the whole coronavirus thing, I think it's actually quite convenient that we are meeting online. We are still practicing social distancing, and yet we can still get together and we can mix it up in the World of Thaylos. I love it.
And I'm back.
Yes, my next announcement is Foluco has returned from military training and is going to be able to join us this evening. So we're grateful to have him with us.
Yay!
And tonight we have 7 players. All but Renji are able to join us this evening. As a brief recap, in the last session we discovered a narrow canyon in the Tek Mountains that appears to be the location of a clan of orcs. They had a brief encounter with the forward scouts of the orc clan, and when they heard war drums announcing that something was up, they made a hasty retreat. We now return to the mouth of the canyon as the party decides on their next course of action. We joined the party at the south end of the mountain pass, having escaped the orc clan, and you can still hear in the distance to the north the beating of war drums. It is fairly late at night. It is about 10:30 at night. You're not sure what you're going to do at this point. So discuss amongst yourselves, and let's come up with a plan of action.
Real quick, as we were coming up here, did we notice any woods or caves or anything along the way?
Caves, no, but it is a somewhat wooded area because you are in the foothills as the forest fades into the Tek Mountains. So yes, even in the canyon here, it is still somewhat forested.
Well, I think we should, for one, get back into the trees, everyone.
So
Gotta make it at least a little difficult for the archers.
You want to cluster everyone together in the trees near Nutmeg?
Here.
I'm gonna.
Maybe around here. We could have Paprika run up and down and try and confuse all our tracks and maybe hide.
That's
Now,
not
Foluco, what are you
necessarily-
trying to find out here?
So first off, one subject. Oh, that's one subject. Okay. So what I can do is I'm going to roll. I rolled that because I'm trying to see if there's maybe like an alcove of like nature that can like hide us pretty well. Also, as far as tracks go, I can use Pass Without a Trace to like cover our tracks.
You can do that, yes. Marcus, this is not an area that you're familiar with, so a knowledge of local check is not going to do you much good here.
Dang it.
So, Foluco, you are able to determine that, yes, nature does have a strong presence here. It is fairly densely forested, at least to the south. You don't know it to the north. Okay. Raylan, an excellent roll. You do see that on the canyon wall to the east, what appears to be a very large tree, and there is another one on the west side, which is not quite so large. You do have low light vision, Raylan.
I believe so.
Yes. Well, you are a feline after all.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to try and scale the 20-foot canyon wall, you might be able to hide in the trees. However, you are pretty sure that the war drums were coming from the northeastern direction, in that direction.
Okay. If that's the case, we might want to climb the left side of the canyon walls.
So climb up this way? How high is that?
Over there, it is this side is a 20-foot And over here, this one is a 30-foot.
So does anybody have rope? Because I can just spider climb up that.
I can spider climb somebody, can I?
Can we spider climb Paprika? Because I'm not sure how well elks are at mountaineering.
She is no mountain goat.
So I need help.
And I don't need spider climb at all.
You have those gloves.
Yeah, I have a spider climb spell.
Okay. So Nutmeg, you are concerned about what to do about Paprika at this point.
Does spider climb work on elk?
I can spider climb anybody I want.
Don't
It-
know.
Spider climb works with any four-limbed creature that is capable of climbing.
Okay.
Does Paprika have at least one in climb?
No.
No, she does not.
Oh,
She comes from the north. She comes from more forested areas, so she's good at passing through rough terrain. But climbing the side of a canyon, she is not accustomed to that. No.
Just polymorph her into a mountain goat and she'll be fine.
all right. Then what I'm gonna do?
Well, if the others want to climb.
Okay, so I've got a solution to this. So I'm going to rummage around real quick. What is this? This is
Just I will say this, if I may interrupt.
Yes.
This slope here. Let's see. Let me point out that slope. This slope here actually is a more gentle slope, and it is an easier climb to get up to one of the terraces.
Right.
What
So
about
what
if we
else-
just went back the way we came?
What I was thinking.
You
so
can do
I've-
that.
I'm what, level 6 now?
Everyone is level 6. Yes.
Cool. So I've got 60 square feet to work with. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to draw this out real quick for you, is I'm going to soften earth and stone this into a better incline, and then soften earth and stone it into a better incline up there, and we'll just go that way.
All right. Now, as a reminder, up here, hold on. Up here is where you found the orc archers and did battle with them. So if you're climbing up there, it is the place where a battle just took place. So the scouts are most likely watching that area.
All right. I can fix that as well. Where
I
is
feel
the-
like going backwards is going to take a lot less effort than going forward.
He may be right, folks.
Oh, there it is.
Here we could return later.
And right now I'm hiding up against the wall, Kronk
Right.
style.
I think we need to find a place where we can rest and recuperate.
Are you
If
singing
you're
a
doing it
theme
rock
song?
style, are you doing your own theme music?
Yeah, that was my question as well.
So if you want to give us coverage while we're going up that way, I can do plant growth, and 200 feet in a cone that direction, I could give us cover.
Well, then I know exactly where we're going.
That makes it pretty obvious what you're doing.
What if we do that and then just run back into the woods?
Yeah, I can just turn this entire valley into a dense jungle if you want, and we can
What if we just like run away?
Well, I don't think we've got enough time to talk about this.
All
They're
right.
going to be on us any second now.
Cool.
I
Then,
think we can just run.
all right,
So, you guys
I'm
gonna
going
head
to use-
out?
Yes, I'm going to use plant growth, and I'm going to turn this entire valley into a giant jungle.
My goodness. Let me see if I can accommodate that.
It's a 200. Wait. Yes. Or 200-foot radius quarter circle. Yeah, 200-foot radius.
All right, I am looking up plant growth to see what the casting time on that. Oh,
I was
it
going to
is.
say,
It's
I
just a
think
standard
that's an
action.
hour.
No,
No, it's instantaneous.
It's a standard action, and the duration is instantaneous. Yeah.
Dang.
Plants entwine to form a thicket or a jungle that creatures must hack through and force their way through. Speed
And-
drops to 5. 10
Now,
feet
there
for
there
large
is the
creatures.
fact that you will most likely want to come this way at some point again.
Well, I'm a druid. I can just do diminished plant growth.
Okay, as you watch, a dense thicket of trees and brambles appears on the canyon floor and up on the canyon terraces.
You're gonna need to copy paste that a lot.
Not necessarily.
This, in this
We can
entire
use our
area.
imaginations.
Imagination.
Yeah.
Agitation.
You see, that's one of the perks of being a druid. For me, plants are like an on and off switch for light.
Tyrek.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if I did. I'm not sure. Did I pick up just like a beginner's fiddle, violin, or whatnot while we were still in the druid?
I don't think you mentioned that.
Bard
No.
college. That's fine. I wasn't sure if we had or not. It's been a little while.
I don't think you mentioned that. Okay, so the area is covered with a thick bramble of trees and bushes, which will likely hide your escape. Do you guys wish to head back south and get to an area away from the canyon?
That's my
Go
vote.
to a more hidden location for a bit. Yes.
Very well.
Yeah.
I think
that
all
could
of us
work
could
best.
use some rest and recharge spells and preparations and etc.
Yeah.
Get some healing done.
And then we can come
We
back.
found the camp. I'm fine with retreating for the moment.
All right. Let me. All right. I'm moving these to the map layer so that they don't interfere with actual actions.
Hey, you know, I've got an idea. What if I just put like a flaming sphere right there?
No fire.
Let's try not doing that.
I don't have any more arcane points or any more arcane points in my pool anymore.
Right. You do
Put
need
that
to.
out.
You do need to rest.
Even better then.
Okay, I've got to go do accountability for curfew. I'm going to do
Very well.
I take it you're not much of an adventurer.
Well, I adventure after everything is burned down.
So that's a no.
I kind of just base paw.
It's usually black and dry wasteland.
Oh boy.
Not much to explore, I would say.
All right.
Hey, any meat that I find is already cooked.
You beat a hasty retreat. And find yourself in a forested area. Off to the west, you can hear the more than gurgling of water. You suspect that there is some sort of river off to the west, although it is pretty dark at this point. You suspect that you might be near the Adrol River, which is the main waterway that comes south through the Tek-Tak Mountains.
Sweet.
All right. So I'd like each of you that wants to you can either make spot checks or listen checks to see if you've been followed.
Alrighty.
My Marcus ears stepping up the game.
Stepping up the game.
Not the greatest.
Making listen checks.
Yeah.
Yes. Is it daytime or nighttime?
It is.
It's nighttime,
It is
isn't it?
midnight.
Loose Fang's using his nose.
Very good.
Figures orcs are not the cleanliest, so should be easy to smell if we're being tracked.
Yeah, that is a good point. So I'm putting a token on the map. Just a second.
Go for it.
I have Carter. You know your voice is coming through.
You heard a mew.
Yep.
Snuffles mewing.
What?
All right, so let's see. Loose Fang. No, you're hiding against the wall. Okay. Let's. There it is. Marcus did a listen with a 20. Raylan listened with a 15. Loose Fang spot check with the smell
26.
for 26, and Chic listen for 23. Very good. All right.
All right, hold up. I'm back. Sorry, I'm gonna roll real quick.
All right. Oh yeah. Are you in, Feluca?
I am.
Welcome back.
Yep.
Woo.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
And then he's gonna.
So now, Feluca, are you spotting by sight or by smell?
What's the scenario?
Okay, you have left the canyon and you have entered a forest area to the south. You suspect that you are nearby the Ardril River because you can hear it gurgling to the west, although it is dark and you can't see quite where it is.
I'm gonna go with smell.
So you
And
guys
Sir
are doing
Squeak's gonna do sight.
you're doing listen and spot checks to see if you've been followed.
Oh, listen. Okay. Listen, spot checks for follow.
To see if you've been followed, yes.
I'm gonna do smell and then listen check real quick. Give me a moment.
All right.
Let me just listen over here. There we go.
Okay.
That was a natural one, and he still got a
Sir
15.
Squeak's got a 15 with a natural 1. Holy flip those ears.
Sounds like a bat.
Yeah, he is a bat after all. Now, all of you listeners, you can hear clearly the rustle of a breeze through the trees and the gurgling of the river to your west, but you don't hear anything else out of place. Now, those of you who were spotting by smell, if you have a 19 or higher, sound off on a smell spot check. I think Loose Fang, you got it?
Yep.
Ooh,
And Feluco, yeah, you, okay, so the two of you. Okay, Loose Fang and Feluco, you can smell the odor of orc in this area pretty strong.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with this.
This area smells like orc. We gotta be careful.
Motion is kind of disgusting.
Let's all try and go a little quiet as we're going through here. And I'd like to make a hide check as we're moving.
Okay, who's hiding?
I'd like to at least. I'm
All right.
trying to.
There's plenty of brush and tree branches that you could hide behind, so even then, a 3 is not going to do anything for you.
I ready my bow and arrow.
Okay, so
You know what? I will attempt to hide check just out of sheer embarrassment for that hide.
Oh, yikes.
I'm
Okay.
gonna hide.
so
I'm
Sheik
hiding.
and Sheik, you're pretty confident that you're hidden, and then you're shaking your head at the incompetence of the rest of the party.
Raylan, you're not. You're hiding in a bush with your tail poking out.
No, I'm just hiding my tail in the bush. There's everything else is poking out.
See, I see Raylin hiding, and I'm like, Raylin, shh, we're hiding.
What's that?
I said we're hiding.
Did you say something?
Oh, this is
Use
ridiculous.
your ears.
I just facepalm again.
So,
Jeez.
Meanwhile, Sheik and Mira are hiding under a tree, and they're being as quiet as they can while they're watching the bumbling and incompetence of the rest of the party. Now, Feluco and Loosefang, you have not been able
I haven't done.
you have not been able to determine where the source of this orc odor is. It seems like the area, it is coming from the entire area.
Which, I mean, would make sense given this is orc territory. Most likely they're just residuals from being around here all the time.
Are you sure about that?
No, but that's just what I'm assuming.
Well,
That's sound logic.
all right, so did you say that out loud, or are you just thinking that?
I mean, given that hide check, I probably said it out loud.
I'll accept that. So, Loose Fang shares with the party that he suspects that since these are orc lands, that most likely orcs have passed through here and recently, which would leave quite the odor in the entire area and would make it difficult to pinpoint any specific orc if he is in the area.
Oh, that's good though. Dang it. Well, I
Get a
turned to the
different
party
chair,
like,
but-
cool. So we're pretty open and obvious. What do you want to do? You want to sit here, make camp? or try to go
Is
somewhere
this
else?
place safe to
Oh no,
hide
totally
in?
not.
Considering that I've already failed, I'm not quite sure.
Well, we don't know that we failed.
Well,
Well,
Yeah,
it's,
Always have you start a fire.
it's pretty obvious if your tail is sticking out of the bush that you've failed at hiding.
I feel like we should set up camp, and those of us who are still well enough, if an enemy comes, we can defend the others.
A sound
you want-
plan?
If you want, I can do some more plant growth and make a clearing.
Or you could make it more dense and easier to hide in.
That's what I'm saying. I can make a whole circle of plant growth, and I can make a little circle where there's no plant growth, and we can just like make camp in the middle.
Oh, the wonders of being out in nature with a druid.
No, because we already have tall trees. So
Lovely.
tall trees with plant growth is going to mean impassable forest.
I've never really played with the druid before, so this is a new experience.
All right, let's go with this. Where is a 100-foot distance from my location?
So you can basically cover the entire section of this area.
All right, cool. Do it.
You're going based off of my character.
That was me. That was
Yeah,
me.
so 100
I was
feet
gonna say
from.
wrong measurement.
Yeah, so 100 feet. Wait, no, this is a semicircle, right? So that'd be 150 feet.
So where do you want the center of this clearing to be?
Mira.
On
so
Mira,
probably about.
which is why you're centering your measurements on Mira. Mira
Yeah,
just
so
happens to be the focus of the group.
Center
Yes.
of attention.
Oh,
It's-
thank you.
It's going to be a 30 feet semicircle of clearing, and then from there it's going to be 60. Wait. Plant growth. It would be a quarter circle, right? So it'd be a cone in this direction.
Yes.
So that'd be 200 feet. So it'd be 170 feet of plant growth.
You suspect that would put trees out in the river. You may want to tone it back a bit.
All right. How about 150?
Okay. Or you could just simply go a little bit west and figure out where the river is.
All right. Oh, give me a second. I have to go.
Okay. Raylan, are you going to scout around a little bit?
A little. Considering that I can't hide very well.
Sorry, that was CQ calling over the intercom.
CQ.
Headquarters.
Yep.
I thought that was HQ.
No, it was CQ is it's like headquarters inside headquarters because for wing and then squadron. Sorry. Don't worry about it. Basically, it was the front desk making an announcement.
Raylan, I wouldn't get too far from the group.
I have low light or dark vision, so I should be able to see further.
Okay.
I will do another spot check over here.
Okay, so Nutmeg, you're going to try and figure out if there's anything interesting in that area. So actually,
Yeah.
Nutmeg, you are at the edge of the map.
Oh,
I am going to sit
Okay.
here for a moment reading my arcane book and
What light source?
taking a 20 with Lady Ament.
Okay, Foluco, you have found the river.
Hey, I found it first.
A bit
Cares?
possessive, are we?
Cares?
It's my river. I claim it.
This
But
is the
cats don't
Ardrill
like water.
River. It is a main trade route. You can't claim it.
Well, I guess I claim all the trade then.
In the meantime, I'm going to pet Fluffles.
Hey! Where did that little rascal go anyway?
He's right there. Right in the middle.
Right next
So,
to me.
Tarek,
Yeah, no.
since I'm taking 20 reading the arcane book, have I found anything new in the book?
Okay, give me well, no, you're taking 20 on knowledge of arcane, reading the book.
Yeah.
All right, I'm. Don't let Sir Squeaks go too far out there, Foluco.
He's not. He's just perimetering. He's a bat.
Yes.
He's fine. He's pitch black in a pitch black dark night.
He is perimeterizing.
Yeah.
All right.
Patrolling.
So, after because in order to take 20, that's
Okay.
a 30. You need to be able to sit for 30 minutes uninterrupted in order to take 20. So I'm gonna set you on that task, and when it completes, I'll let you know what happens.
And as he does that, I'm going to attempt to
So this.
train Fluffles as well.
So that's
That's the
give a
area you
little
want to
opening down the
create.
river. Yeah, and everything outside of that is going to be dense jungle.
I got you.
That way, if we need to escape for some reason, we can make it towards the river.
You can.
We have 2 cats. Are you sure that the river is our best escape option?
He's got a point.
Embrace the suck.
And I don't swim very well.
You've got a moose.
Where?
You got it. You got
No,
1, 2, 3. You got 1, 2, 3 canine friends that can help carry you across, and a dragonborn that can also help carry you across.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they only doggy paddle.
I never learned how to doggy paddle. It was offensive.
I don't know about you, but I can just make that water obey me.
How about kitty paddle?
Wait, can I do that? I'm sure eventually I can make that water obey me.
See how upset kitties get when they get in the water.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if I wanted to.
I just kind of roll my eyes and get back to reading my arcane book.
All right. As I'm putting out trees, you guys can decide what you want to do.
I'm gonna keep hiding until all the trees are there.
I'm taking 20 on just reading the arcane book.
You guys are. Yeah, this is interesting. You guys can literally watch the forest grow before your eyes.
I'm going to try hiding as well. Nope.
You don't need to hide when there's a jungle so thick you can't like look through it.
I'm hiding from the trees. I don't trust.
I'm hiding until all the trees are there. I'm kind of scared right now.
Sheik, you and that little tiny thing near you need to get in here.
Alright, Raylan's gonna have to move his kitty.
I can't.
You can't move your kitty?
No, I can't.
Let me give you
I
control
will
of the
pick
kitty.
up the kitty and run to the safety. Of
Let me. You should have control of the kitty. So just a second.
You said he hasn't. I haven't trained him well enough yet.
Oh no, meaning you can move the cat. All right, advanced, controlled by, determined by character settings.
Oh crap! I'm sorry, I did it again.
What did you do?
He erased the line.
I erased more than the line.
Oops.
I tried erasing just the line, and I Nope. That's nope.
Incorrect.
No, you're missing a party member or two.
Meaning, yeah, Foluco is gone.
Wait.
He went into the ether again.
Foluco,
Wait, how do I get rid of this?
just a
Don't
minute.
mind me. Don't mind me. I'm just
Okay.
taking a stroll through the plains.
Let me know who is missing. I'm on a different map at this point, trying to recover your characters.
Sir Squeaks and Faluca.
I'm still here.
I see you. Yeah, Mira, you're the anchor of this party, kind of trying to holding everything together.
I try to help.
There we go.
Interesting. It won't let me change who controls Fluffles.
No.
Everybody, take your turn trying to control Fluffles.
I will carry the cat everywhere.
No.
Did you make Fluffles as a creature or as a character?
I made Fluffles as a character. Now, try controlling Fluffles. Raylan. Oh, good, you can.
I can control him now. He's running
Yay,
away.
you can control Fluffles. Do not make the cat run away, please.
If anything, please make it stay put.
Yes,
All right.
you do not want an errant cat running around at this point.
So as the forest gets thicker and thicker around us, I turn to the party and I say, all right, you guys go ahead and make some camp. I left the clearing up to the river open for us in case we have to leave.
Would that be a survival check?
Yeah,
A survival check to track, or what are you trying to do with a survival check?
Make camp, I think she said.
Building a camp.
I can help with the survival.
I
Well,
can
y'all-
help build a fire and cook.
While y'all do that, I'm gonna go meditate by the river.
I did a survival check.
I just climb up in one of the newly grown trees,
So
and I'm just meditating.
If somebody can build a fire, I can cook.
Indeed.
Let's not have Raylan build a
relax.
fire. I've got some produce flame.
You know what? That might be smart.
Wait. No, I was gonna do the ruler way. You know, with 2 sticks and flaming spear.
No, please don't.
Your flaming sphere can destroy everything. Leave it alone. Save it for when we have a
Alright.
boss monster.
Okie dokie.
So I
would
need
somebody-
volunteers. Someone needs to forage for food. Someone needs to volunteer as the cook. Someone needs to volunteer to do stealth checks to try and hide or disguise the camp. And then we need 2 people to volunteer for guard duty.
I can help cook.
I'll do guard duty.
I actually have a craft for
I
cooking.
volunteered
I
to
can cook.
forage.
I can hide the camp. You said stealth for hiding the camp?
Yes, it's a stealth check to try and hide the camp.
Okay, then I will help forage because I have a 6 in survival, which is higher than 1.
Okay. All right, so we have Raylan is out foraging. Okay,
I'll guard.
Mira, you are going to do a crafting cook check. Okay,
33 hide.
Once, okay, and Sheik, you are disguising the camp with a 33 hide check. I'm sure that that's
Darn.
good. It will decrease the chances of getting a random encounter during the night.
So, I'm going to
My
forage.
cooking didn't go very well.
Now, Mira, I'm going to give you a pass on that one because he hasn't foraged anything yet. There's nothing to cook yet.
Okay.
Also,
just getting
it's
my dice
cooking.
lined up.
If we're at camp and we're cooking, I think you have the ability to take 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Indeed.
could I take 20 if it's a bad roll?
I think I foraged pretty well.
Yes.
What did you need me to do for the guarding?
For guard check, those are going to be each person who's standing on guard duty is going to do both a spot and a listen check. So we'll do that after you guys have calmed down for the evening. All right. So Raylan
Copy that.
soon returns, carrying 3 conies.
What?
Bonus points for anyone who knows what a coney is.
A
It's a
rabbit.
hot dog.
Oh, it's a rabbit.
It's a wild forest rabbit. Yes.
You're kind of offending my pet rabbit. He can hear you.
No, but see, that's why I used the word coney instead of rabbit because it's a distant cousin. It's a distant cousin. And besides, they are wilderness rabbits, and so they make good eating, especially for a feline.
Aww, I'm sorry, he just flopped and it's the cutest thing.
Oh, that's adorable. Your rabbit?
Yeah.
All right, so Mira, now that you have three conies, why don't you go ahead and do that craft cooking check?
Okie dokie. Let me try that again, and if not, I'm taking 20. I have no tools, right?
At this point, no, you actually, because you are trained in cooking, you do have cooking tools with you, yes.
So I have normal artisan's tools.
Yes.
How do you DM the DM again?
The what? Oh, you mean a private message? It's /W for whisper, and then type the recipient, and then your message.
There you go.
Okay, Mira, that is decent enough. Not exquisite. I won't give it that. I won't give you that, but it is a decent enough meal.
At least it won't make you sick.
No, indeed. And burnt food is not very appetizing either.
Yeah, I mean it's not burnt, but it's good.
It is no. It's certainly decent enough for a meal. So after about an hour, Mira is able to put together a passable rabbit stew for the party. All right.
Did my studying give me any?
Yes. So Marcus, enough time has passed.
Would my character eat meat?
No,
She can
you
go,
do not.
She can go graze for a bit.
Okay. You do not eat meat.
Just stoop down and
Probably just
stoop down and eat the grass from the ground.
Now, you need to determine for yourself if that is a pride issue or if that is something different. All right, now,
what was that?
Nut, you need to determine for yourself because your clan does not eat meat, even though your body is capable of eating meat. So you need to determine if that's more of a culture issue or a pride issue.
Okay.
So now back to Marcus. In the Book of the Arcane that you are studying, you actually have found a passage on the ancient Pyromancers Guild, the historians.
I'm interested.
And when apparently Lady Miriam is the last surviving member of that guild from more than 1,000 years ago. And from what you can determine, they were the record keepers, and they weren't just record keepers, but they were scryers. They were those who could see the events of the day, and the more of them that got together, the more clearly they could see the events of the world around them. And it's all fascinating, and you don't quite understand how it would make a difference to have multiple pyromancers together to make a clearer view of the world. But from what you saw, the big scrying glass in Miriam's chamber, she was able to look through it and see some things, but her vision was quite limited, even with the large scrying glass. So you suspect that if someone with the same skill, was to hook up with Lady Miriam, then you might be able to extend her vision range.
Interesting.
If Nutmeg were to forage for roots and stuff, could I do another craft cooking check? To see
You
if I can
certainly
do
could,
something
but
for
that'll
her?
keep you up later, and you won't get a full 8 hours.
Oh, that's true. And I need my spells.
I'm gonna rest.
All right, so those who are on guard duty, I need...
For myself.
Sorry.
No, wouldn't Nutmeg know that she wouldn't be able to eat those conies, and so
She would know that, and she would know that ahead of time, and so she's welcome to go and forage for herself.
Okay.
Now, those who are on guard duty, I think it was Loose Fang and who else?
Sir Squeaks.
Sir Squeaks. So you went ahead and rolled for Sir Squeaks. All right, Loose Fang, can you give me a spot check and a listen check?
yep.
All right. Nutmeg, in the immediate area, you don't dare go out too far away from the party. You're not able to find much more than some loose bark and some dirt nettles. Not much for eating, but it's better than a kick in the shorts.
I feel bad for not Megan her moose.
I don't
And her
believe you.
moose.
I'm gonna have to have a talk with you about this here eventually.
All right. So between Sir Squeaks and Loose Fang, you are fairly certain that, well, and with Sheik's additional help as concealing the camp, you're fairly certain that you will be safe through the night. So, do you guys want to turn in? And those of you who want to memorize spells, you can do so now.
Did you happen to catch what I did before, Sir Squeaks?
Let's see. Knowledge of the planes. Oh, you're doing a knowledge of the planes. What exactly are you trying to find out?
So, did you see the DM before that?
I did see that, yes.
Yeah, so remember our conversation 2 months
Yes,
ago?
I did. Yes, I did.
Okay, that.
Okay. We will discuss that in private message, because I'm pretty sure you don't want that in public.
No.
All right, so just a moment.
Kind of saying to myself, I wonder what Samuel meant by "it is written," because I don't seem to find it in this book.
Well, not yet, anyway.
Maybe it's
So-
written in another prophecy.
Samuel's final words were, "Don't try to stop me. I have to do this. It is written." So remember, Marcus, that this book is all written in the old language of the pyromancers, which is a dead language. So you have to do everything within your power just to piece together what it actually says.
True.
Is this being said out loud?
No, I'm saying that to Marcus. He's wondering in his mind.
Okay.
Yeah. I could probably say it out loud to people who ask me.
Well, I'm asleep, so. And I'm taking the tent.
All right, so you guys can go ahead and memorize. I am having a private conversation with Foluco.
I'm gonna just sleep up in the trees, keeping an eye out.
We can
Maybe.
take shifts in guard duty.
Yeah.
Now, Paprika, not needing to actually memorize spells or to refresh any abilities, she...
Well, not hide. Sorry. Ignore the hide. I wasn't doing hide. I meant
Never
climb.
mind.
I meant to do a climb check to get up in a tree.
So, Foluco, did you see my PM? Oh, yeah, you're typing. Got it. Loose Fang, very nice. Very nice. Okay, so up in a tree, you're going to...
that's where I'm going to be resting.
I got you. Okay.
I'm gonna ask Mira if I can be healed.
Okay.
Mira is sleeping.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're sleeping. Dang it.
Mira
I
is
look
Okay.
kind
out
of
like a
annoyed
light.
that
She's
you
had a
woke me
hard
up.
day.
All right. Yep. I'll go to sleep then.
All right, so I am, as you guys are resting or recuperating or sleeping, I am private messaging with Foluco. All right, can you guys hear the soundtrack?
Wind and
I cannot.
other things?
I don't hear much of anything.
So let me see if
It
I
stopped.
can. There we go.
Now I can hear it.
Did I hear Marcus like wake Mira up?
Do you try and wake up Mira?
He did for a second, and then he realized I was sleeping, and he went to bed.
And he
Okay.
thought
I was
better
about
of
to,
it.
and then I saw Mira go. I saw Mira was asleep, and I was like, okay, I'll go to sleep too.
Would you like healing? I don't mind healing you.
Oh, Well, thank you. That would be much appreciated.
Yeah, I had a hard day, okay? I'm going to bed.
No worries there, Mira. I can't remember how I got knocked down on health. I think it was either by Raylan or by the archer.
But why specifically me? I'm pretty sure it was the archer.
Fireballs?
I seem to need to click on the token to heal someone, but it doesn't seem to do anything when I click on Marcus.
I made sure that none of my fireballs hit anybody important. So if you were included in that, I don't know.
So now, all right.
Nutmeg's trying to heal me.
So Nutmeg, okay. So with you, Nutmeg, you can cast Cure Light Wound spells, or you can do Laying on Hands. Which one do you want to do?
I don't really know the difference between them.
Okay, let me explain. Just a minute. All right, I'm trying to carry on 3 different conversations at a time. This is interesting.
No worries.
All right, so Nutmeg, the Cure Light Wounds is an actual spell. It is a low-level cleric spell. Paladins get access to low-level cleric spells once they hit level 5. So you are able to cast first-level cleric spells at this point, which include Cure Light Wounds. Now, Cure Light Wounds will take, it is a 1d8 plus your caster level of healing. So in your case, your caster level is 2. So what you would do is if you cast Cure Light Wounds, it would heal 1d8 plus 2. On the other hand, Laying on Hands works differently. It is not an actual spell cast. Let me look at your character sheet to see the actual numbers.
I think it said like my level with my charisma or something.
Yes. Lay on Hands. Here it is. So, right. So your level times your charisma modifier. So your level is 6 and your charisma modifier is 2. So you can heal up to 12 points of health per day. And you can split that, or you can do it all at once. You can declare, just by laying your hand on somebody, I'm going to heal you for X amount of damage, up to 12 per day.
Well, then I would think I would like to do Lay on Hands.
Very well. So what you want to do, Nutmeg, is you want to keep track of how much healing, how much Lay on Hands healing you've done each day, so that you don't surpass your maximum.
Okay.
So Marcus, how much do you need?
Sorry, so I am at 24, and my max life is 30, so 6.
6 points.
Okay.
Okay, so let me mark that.
6 points.
I'm trying to, I'm on the, no, I've got you. Why can't I, because I've got the wrong tool, sorry. All right, so Marcus, you have been healed. All right, and now let me get to the other conversation.
Will we recover some health points just by sleeping?
What happens is every time you get a full night's rest, you will recover automatically up to your level in hit points. So in this case,
Really?
with a full night's rest, you would recover 6 hit points.
Brilliant.
Hey guys, I'm back.
All right.
Sorry about that. I had to go get dinner. My cousins made food.
All right. After finishing meditating, I rejoined the group and get some rest.
Okay. Raylan, did you see my message? Okay, go ahead and do those. Do you know how to do it? Open up your character sheet. Okay. Do you know how to get to the skills section on your character sheet?
Yeah.
We still have a couple of people here that are not familiar with Roll20, so I'm helping them through it.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay, we're almost ready, guys. All right, so Nut, are you standing guard? Or are you sleeping?
Take over standing guard when someone else got tired.
Okay, yeah. Loosefang, he's perching in the tree. He's taking the first watch. You can take the second watch if you wish.
Okay.
Don't you need to recharge spells or anything, Nutmeg?
I should get
Hey,
enough
Raylan, come
sleep
over here,
throughout
bud.
the night.
Okie dokie.
Sleeping is more important for our
Say again?
magic-heavy members.
For all what? Okay. 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 All right. So Nutmeg, yes, Loosefang, you pass through your watch and you don't notice anything from your vantage point. So Nutmeg takes the second watch. Nutmeg, while you're on watch, I need you to give me a spot check. Okay, what do we got?
3 times.
And a listen.
All right. Okay, Nutmeg. in the early hours of the watch, you can actually hear movement over in the camp. You're not sure if it's someone shifting in their bedclothes or if it's something else.
I'll do a move silence check.
Okay, so Nutmeg, you're going to move silently and try and check things out. Very nice. Okay, where are you moving to?
Thank you for sharing that
Through the
with
middle
me.
of the camp, looking over everyone.
All right, so give me another spot check, Nutmeg.
I much prefer reading it on great big round.
Oh,
The reason I like the round
looks good.
Okay, you do not notice anything out of the ordinary, Nutmeg, and you simply conclude that that someone was shifting in their bedclothes, and you return to your lookout point. All right. So, one final thing.
Something I really want to play around with, just a side note, is when I get animal growth next level, I really want to turn paprika 2 sizes larger.
Did you catch that, Raylan? Okay. All right. All secret conversations are complete. Let me know if your conversation is not complete. Okay, I'm going to take that as a yes. All right. The morning dawns, crisp and fairly cold. With the extra vegetation in the area, the dew is rather thick on the ground this morning, and some of you are covered in a light coating of moisture. Not a very pleasant way to wake up in the morning.
I just sort of shake and knock it all off.
So you're going to do the K9 shake the body thing?
Oh yeah.
Can I get my health points?
Yes, those of you who are not on full health, each of you gains up to 6 hit points. So let me go ahead and mark those. So Loose Fang, that brings you up to almost to full. Okay, Raylan, that brings you up to full. And let's see, anyone else low on health?
Me.
Yes.
I should be fully healed from resting overnight.
Mira, that also brings you to full, yes.
So Sheik should be full as well. Now.
Sheik, yeah, that's right. That also brings you to full. You are only down by 3 points. Okay, it looks like everybody is up at full health. It is the morning, and it is crisp and early. It's approximately 6:30 a.m. If you guys can hear the lovely piano practicing in the background.
Yeah.
That's my 10-year-old.
Well, tell him he's doing a good job.
Hey, Carter, my players say that you're doing a good job.
We were doing a duet.
Oh, you're doing a duet.
It's his mother as well.
It's the mom and the son. They're doing a duet. How nice.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. It's not offending my ears, so they're doing a good job.
All right. Foluco, you have effectively cut off any means of escape except to the west towards the river.
I can always diminish some plants. Actually, I can just ask them to move. Yeah, let's do that. Do we need to go back north?
Well, if you want to complete your mission at this point, you need to figure out where the orcs are coming from and see if you can put a stop to the raids on the trade caravans.
I could just run our way out.
Okay, I'm gonna do some speak with plants spell. I'm gonna move over to this tree because I know this tree was here before I summoned it. And I'm like, hey, yo, good morning. How's it going?
You're speaking to a tree.
Yes.
So the
Druids, am I right?
Druids are whack.
Druids are whack.
Yeah.
The voices of the trees are somewhat foreign, and they speak very, very slowly. You remember the conversation between the Ents in the movie The Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
all morning to say good morning.
Yeah, it took all day to say good morning. But that is pretty reminiscent of the voices that you're hearing here.
The trees actually, they only speak Vietnamese.
Yeah, the trees only speak Vietnamese. Is that what you said, Bryce?
Oh no, no, please.
My 18-year-old came in and made that little quip.
I don't think you got that, Dad.
Hi, Max.
No, this was Bryce, actually.
You get that?
So, with speak with plants.
No, I did not get that, Bryce.
The Vietnam War.
Yes.
The guys chilling and the trees start speaking.
Oh, that's right. The trees. Yeah, that's right.
I'm the orcs, and I speak for the trees, and the trees are speaking in Vietnamese.
Oh my.
I don't have you heard that?
I have not heard that before, Bryce. That's a sick joke, you know.
Yep. Good stuff.
All right. So, the trees acknowledge your presence, Foluco. In fact, there are several new voices who seem somewhat excited to have been grown quite so quickly. So,
I'm not sure.
What do you wish to talk to the trees about?
So after saying good morning, I'm like, hello, friends, how's it going? Hey, so me and my two-legged friends over here and some four-legged ones want to know where those nasty little smelly other two legs have been coming from, if you happen to know.
So you get 4 or 5 different voices all at once overlapping each other, seemingly in a hurry to tell you things, which, and despite the hurry, takes nearly 15 minutes to tell you.
Okay.
So they are interrupting each other and almost tripping over themselves to express both fear and anger at the presence of the greenskins, as they call them. And they say that the greenskins pass this way often. And the trees around this area actually used to be more populous because some of them have been cut down, some of them have been literally ripped down. And the trees in this area are both angry and afraid of the greenskins that are coming this way. Most of the time, they say that the greenskins who pass here, they're either on the river in craft that are made from our dead corpses, or they pass through on foot, just only a few at a time, usually heading off downhill.
So they're coming from the north on the riverside. Thank you.
As he is speaking to the trees, Fluffles comes up and sharpens his claws on them.
Don't
You're seriously going to do that, Raylan?
It's not my choice, it's Fluffles. He's doing his morning routine.
Oh, man.
This is true. Now,
by the way,
go ahead.
By the way, even though I can speak with the trees, nobody else can understand the trees.
Of course
so
not.
They just think I'm just talking to a tree.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how was your conversation with yourself?
Now you realize that a house cat sharpening claws on tree bark is not going to do any damage and probably won't be painful at all. So the trees are not going to mind that very much. Now, on the other hand, if you have a giant elk trying to rub the velvet off of its antlers on, thank you, that's the word I was looking for. trying to rub the velvet off of its antlers on the bark. That often scrapes off quite a bit of bark, and that can be painful.
Well, luckily it's not season yet.
No, it's not velveting season at the moment.
Cool. So after what everyone else thinks I was having a lovely conversation with myself, I turned to the rest of the party. I'm like, hey guys, so apparently the orcs are coming from the north of the river. So if we want to just follow the river, we can totally do that.
Do you know if it's safe to follow the river? Like, is there an area for us to hide in? Or are we just going to be sitting ducks, as it were?
I passed the question on to the traders.
So I'm going to bring the players over to the world map.
It seemed like they'd already found their camp.
At this
We definitely found part of it.
Okay. The party is here at the Gold Circle with the Ardril River just to the west. You can see that the river passes through the Tek-Tak Mountains to the north. That is the main trade route. It is actually a winding, twisty journey that flows southward from the Great Deserts through the Tek-Tak Mountains and into this area, into the Ardril Delta to the south, where trade goods are either moved across land or taken by boat up through the bay to Port Sheridan. So the river flows southward. So, and the trees did mention that they did see the greenskins on floating craft going southward along the river. They did not say they saw any going northward. Now, the river, as you see, the river does not go back toward the canyon area that you saw. It actually is a number of miles to the west of the canyon.
Well, I'm not much for tracking or nature and stuff like that, so I'll leave it to the sounder nature minds.
So they're using the river to come out of the desert. Like, how are they getting back in?
Maybe up through the canyon?
We did see them running away there.
If we do want to encounter the orcs and interrogate some of them, it might be a good idea to follow this river, because they're probably blocking the trade routes on the river.
We could just go guns blazing and just try to destroy the entire encampment up in the valley.
I mean,
I feel like that is the darkest approach.
I know.
I like that approach.
Yeah.
I could just prepare like 3 fireballs and we take them all out in one fell swoop.
Yeah.
You think that'll destroy an entire orc clan?
Yeah.
I think you need
Again, he's not the adventurer. He hasn't ever adventured before.
Well, I would say if we can't find a diplomatic solution, then we'll go to something else. But first, let's try and find a group of orcs who might talk to us instead.
You think we'll find a diplomatic solution with orcs?
Hey, as a reminder, we did have those, do we still have, what's his face with us?
Justin,
yeah, we do. Yeah, if we go back west, we can still run into those people by the river, those orcs that told us about the Choctaws.
That's up to the northeast.
Oh, that's
But we have had good dealings with some orcs in the past.
Yes, there was Grog, the owner of the Salty Dolphin.
Yes, he was my favorite.
Well, those are civilized orcs.
Yeah.
We gave him a horde of pigs.
Well, yeah, that's right, you did, because his tavern burned down under mysterious circumstances.
Well, we wanted to help him recoup losses.
It wasn't me.
And for this one time, Foluco, I am actually going to back you up on that. It was not you.
Could have been me.
It wasn't me.
I was over in that direction the other day.
I did not burn it down.
All right, so we need a decision from the party. What are you guys going to do? Are you going to try and brave the canyon once more, or are you going to try and head upriver and see where the orcs are coming from?
I think we should follow the river. That's my opinion.
I think we should all turn into trees and just sit here.
That would be a druid thing to do, yes.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
Can I just turn into an ant?
Now that would be some shapeshift.
Most of us are good with the water.
I think
so-
I'll vote for the. What
If
was
you,
that?
You'll vote for what, Loosefang?
I vote for the canyon. I don't think most of us are very good with water. If the orcs have been traveling this way for a while, they must have learned something about it.
Well, we'd be traveling alongside it, not like on it. But those
But then
rivers
there wouldn't
have
be much space for us.
a riverbank.
Now, if I can return
Is
you,
there much space on this river, or is it more like the Grand Canyon?
if I can return you to the map here, and we can zoom in on this area here.
It does look like there's a valley,
There is a valley.
which means there wouldn't be much space to walk alongside it.
So
Which would be hard for a few of us to get. Through.
yeah, so traveling upriver, you would not only be going against the current. It is most likely the pass would be pretty narrow, unless you're actually in the river itself.
I apologize if y'all heard that. That was taps in the background.
That's okay. I like taps.
I think I'm gonna vote for the canyon.
Okay, so we have Mira and Marcus and Nutmeg are voting for the canyon. Anyone else?
Yeah, let's go burn stuff down.
Wherever we go, I vote we go.
I'll go for the canyon.
You know what? If there's gonna be burning stuff down involved, I will go with the canyon.
Do not burn the trees that just grew.
Not these ones.
All right, it seems like we have a consensus, if not unanimous. And the party makes their way back to the northeast to enter the canyon in the Tek-Tak Mountains.
Oops.
Oh, that's a big map.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Oh yeah.
Oh, large scroll bar.
Yes. All right. You have returned once again to the mouth of the canyon. The trees that you grew the previous night are still here, blocking your way, making passage quite difficult.
So you see that arrow?
Do we notice any?
That's how far the trees extend, by the way.
Yeah. So, sorry, what was that, Loosefang?
I was just wondering, do we notice any damage or anything done to the trees? Does it look like the orcs might have found here and tried to attack it or
Now, all you
whatnot?
can see is the south side of the trees. It's thick growth, and so you can't tell what's on the other side. And like Foluco said, the trees extend a lot further than what you see here.
All right, so from this side, it does not appear as if they've
Correct.
come yet.
I would like to go up to these trees and climb up to where the old totem pole I was hiding behind was.
All right.
Time check.
Just to get a view of what's beyond the trees.
More trees. These trees extend for 200 feet.
Which is, yeah, that's pretty far out.
All the way up here.
Yikes.
You know, it is easier to climb with foliage. Alright, and then I'm going to go up towards the edge of the foliage and see what I
Now,
can see.
Sheik, I'm looking at your climb check. Okay, yeah, I'm not even going to bother. Yeah.
I roll it for the sake of rolling it.
Yeah, you should roll it after all, but I mean, it's not like it's going to make too much of a difference. Now, so from your vantage point, Sheik, you can see that the totem that you hid behind the other night is here.
Yep.
But it
I
is
would've passed it on my way
covered
up.
in dense branches and leaves at this point, and it's almost unrecognizable.
Okay.
So Sheik,
Traveling.
where are you in the trees at this point? Are you on the branches? Are you at the top? Are you actually standing on the rock terrace? Where are you?
I would be on the rocky terrace next to the tree trunks and trying to get a view down the canyon.
Okay, so this is very rough terrain. You would be moving at 1/4 speed if you're going through here, just to let you know. All right,
Okay.
and your visual range is only about 20 feet.
Is it not daytime yet?
It is
Yeah, so
daytime.
your speed drops to 5 or 10 for large creatures.
Yeah, you'd be
I'm
moving
going-
it quite slow.
Well, I imagine that we're not being attacked, so I would be kind
Okay,
of working
but-
my way through this for a while.
So
There is a caveat to that. Unless he has, what is it called? 1 second.
What is it? Woodland stride?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he is
sounds right.
a rogue, not a druid nor a ranger, so I doubt he has woodland stride. Paprika, on the other hand, does have it.
So the moose can make it through easier than any of us.
Yeah, the moose can just walk straight through the jungle.
Now,
So
Paprika still needs to get her antlers through, so it would be difficult. But this is where she grew up. She grew up in a densely forested area.
wait, that means I can just walk through the jungle.
Do you have woodland stride?
I do.
My.
And Sir Squeaks can just fly.
So what I need.
I'm gonna have Lady Ament fly up into the air to see if she can see anything.
All right, so hold on, guys. Stop moving forward. Yeah, Nutmeg and Paprika, how about you move back to where you were? Okay, so Sheik, your visual range is about 20 feet. Sir Squeaks, are you up above the trees?
Yes.
And Lady Ament, where are you flying?
I'm gonna fly above the tree range.
So move Lady Ament to where you want her to be. Okay, so everybody hold for a bit. All right, I'm going to reveal this. Sheik, you cannot see further than 20 feet at this point, but Sir Squeaks and Lady Ament, you can see out here to the east.
Oh, where? Oh.
Drums.
Now, Raylan, you cannot see that, so you need to keep your mouth shut.
So, I'm going to fly back down to Marcus and communicate.
Yeah, good luck.
Or try to communicate with him what I saw.
So as a bird, I don't think she'd be intelligent enough to know that that was a distinct object that needed to be.
Now, on the other hand, Foluco, as a familiar, her intelligence is greater than a common bird. And she does have an empathic link with Marcus, so she can communicate feelings, emotions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, should I do handle animal?
Yep, go ahead and give me a handle animal check and see if you can communicate with her. There is your first good handle animal check. Congratulations, Marcus. You're getting the hang of this.
I'm getting there.
Yes, let's see if you can keep that up. All right, so you are able to piece together that Lady Ament saw some unusual objects up on the crest there. She did not see any creatures, but she did see things that didn't look like they belong.
Because I don't think they're there anymore.
Now, Sir Squeaks, can you give me a hide check or a move silently check?
Yes.
Who was that? Everyone? Or
Sir Squeaks, because everyone else is
Okay.
concealed in the branches of the trees.
just Sir Squeaks.
Yeah. Now, Lady Ament, I didn't give it for you because it's not all that uncommon to see a hawk flying around the trees, but a dire bat, that's something different. Sir Squeaks, well done. All right. So you are able to keep yourself hidden and yet still be able to observe what's going on the crest to the east. It looks to be a large plateau area. And you can see numerous footprints and littered garbage around. And these 3 strange-looking objects up on the crest. So, the rest of you, Marcus, you know more or less what's going on up there. Sir Squeaks, you can see it. The rest of you don't know. Okay, Sheik, give me a listen check.
Yes. Say that again. I didn't quite hear that.
Sheik, can I have a listen check?
Yes, you may. Marcus, let me see those ears.
No.
Somehow that usually works when you ask for them.
Well, thank you anyway.
All right.
Wait, are we supposed to do a listen check?
Just Sheik. The rest of you are on the south side of the densely tree forested area, so Sheik is the only one that's in the listening range at this point. So Sheik, let me move over to. Can you see that, Sheik? Yep. Okay. You did hear movement coming from the canyon floor in that area.
I am going to pick up a rock and chuck it backwards towards the party, and I'm assuming that it'll startle them enough to put them on guard.
Okay, so you said you were standing on the terrace, the rock terrace, so finding a pebble or a stone is not hard to do. Now throwing it when you are among all of those branches, that's a different story.
I don't mind if it hits a tree on the way, I just want to throw it.
Okay.
Towards the direction of the party.
So then give me just a ranged attack roll.
How good of a job do I do?
My son, the chef, is in the kitchen cooking, so you may hear some cooking sounds.
Ooh. What is he chefing?
Is he going to share?
I'm sorry, say that again?
I'm making a decent distance.
Yep. Okay, so you are able to clear the local branches, and the rock actually lands here among the branches. Okay? Justin, Mira, Foluco, and Fluffles hear it, but the rest of you do not.
That should be enough to get everyone at least alert.
I'm up. They see me. I'm down.
Until I know exactly what I was hearing, I don't want to break any of our position.
Okay, now Sheik, you have your eyes trained on that area, trying to figure out what it was.
Yep.
Okay, so give me a spot check. I'm moving the map around so that the observer who is on the stream can see the action that's going on.
Oh, dang.
Okay, so then Sheik, give me another listen check. You do not see anything. The branches are too dense.
Oof. That's the one.
Much better.
Okay, so this is quite clear. So Nutmeg and Paprika and Sir Squeaks also give me a listen check. Nice one. Okay, Nutmeg. All right. And does Paprika have her listen check listed on your character sheet?
Paprika?
I don't know if I listed her listen skill. I listed her skills that she was good at, that she's actually trained in. Let me pull up your sheet and see if I can see it. I put her stuff lower down, I think. There it is, under other, a northern elk. Okay. Oh, you know what? I didn't list any of her skills. Never mind.
Is it under miscellaneous?
No, it would be. It's on the stats page on the far left, and if you look at the very bottom under other, I list all of her stats.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Now I'm going to look at the skills tab for a second. And under listen is a wisdom check. So Paprika's wisdom is 15, which would give her +2. So go ahead and roll a d20 and add 2 to it, and that will be Paprika's listen check. Do you know how to pull up a dice and just roll a dice manually?
Yeah.
I'll bet you they closed at 9, Rex.
Nice. Okay. So
Nice.
Sheik and Sir Squeaks and Paprika, but Nutmeg, you do not catch this. You can actually hear from this direction a loud knocking on wood. It is repeatedly knocking again and again on the wood, like someone is striking the wood forcefully.
Sir Squeaks kind of like flies overhead a bit.
Okay, where are you going to fly to, Squeaks?
So he's gonna like pass this way, and then.
Okay, so give me another hide check, Squeaks.
Okay.
And as you pass over that area, I will reveal. Hide, not move silently. Okay. So, Sir Squeaks, you can see below you a green-skinned creature who is striking at the trees. And you can see wood chips flying away from where he is striking.
They're trying to clear the path.
And it appears that Fluffles is being a cat. Very much a cat.
Is Fluffles getting into the lap of other people?
No,
Right, so-
Fluffles is eating the vegetation.
So Sir Squeaks, does he know where Sheik's at?
Yes, he does.
So Sir Squeaks kind of like drops down beside Sheik and give me 1 second. Okay.
He's going to nose over to the orc. Now, see, Sheik
not
and
what I was
Paprika,
thinking.
you can hear the striking, but you can't see anything over there.
Hold on.
Okay, the rest of you are on alert, and you can also now hear the striking because he's not making any effort to conceal it. So you can hear distantly on the other side of the trees that were grown, someone is striking the wood forcefully.
So So when
Does it sound
Squeaks
rhythmic
landed beside
like the
Sheik,
drums?
It sounds. Each one is approximately 3 seconds apart. So it's not.
Okay.
It's clearly not drumming.
Alrighty.
so when Sir Squeaks landed beside Sheik, he tried to imitate what the orc was doing against the side of one of the trees. I don't know if that passed or not.
Okay. So Sheik, Sheik, you give me a handle animal check.
Yeah, I definitely don't want him giving away my position.
No. It's just so you can understand.
He's trying to communicate what he sees.
Ah.
All right. So Sheik, you are so focused on the sound that you notice Sir Squeaks is next to you, but you don't notice that he's trying to show you something.
All right.
Yes, I hear its axe, but I don't know what to do about it.
Sir Squeaks buggers off and just tells Faluca what's going on, and Faluca spreads the message.
All right. What are the rest of you doing?
Well, most likely they're trying to cut their way through, which does mean that this is not going to be easy to get through.
Yep. Try and find a way to get through this bush.
I draw my spear.
Indeed. Okay. Now, yours, Nutmeg, your weapon is a reach weapon, which means you're going to be at a disadvantage in the rough terrain. There, it's going to be difficult to maneuver your weapon.
Is that Fluffles?
Yeah, Fluffles is stuck in a tree.
Can I just start making my way up through the trees? I know it's going to be slow going, but
yeah, you don't have
just
anybody.
making my way.
You don't have anybody pursuing you at this point. Anybody who tries to move through the trees, I need you to give me a move silently check. Now, the chopping is pretty loud, so that's going to be good for masking you. But if you fail badly enough, then you're not going to be able to hide it.
Well, luckily, I can move all on my own.
Apparently, Raylan is now stuck in a tree.
Raylan, are you a cat up in a tree now?
Huh?
Do we need to call the fire department?
He'll be fine.
Okay, Mira, that's a move silently, not a hide.
He's from the department that checks water on trees.
Nope.
All right, now even an 8, because you guys have a bonus here. You need to get a 10, but because the chopping is going on, that's going to mask your sound, and so I'm giving you a bonus of +3. So Mira, you've got an 11 there, so you still pass.
Do I get any kind of bonus from Woodland Stride here?
You do not need to make your move silently check, Foluco.
Okay, good, because I did a terrible job.
Yeah, you even with the bonus, you would have failed that. Okay, anyone else trying to move through? I will roll for Justin.
I'm fine. I'm at the front.
Yeah, Justin's got a 20 there, so he's able to move through just fine. Now, remember, the green lines represent where the edges of the canyon walls are. So if you're on either side of those green lines, you're actually climbing the canyon wall.
Ooh. Can I preemptively summon something?
You can, but realize that Summon Nature's Ally only lasts for a certain number of rounds, and so you're not sure if or when combat is going to start, and so it might be wasted effort.
I'm going to also try moving through the trees, so making a move silently.
Okay, so Raylan, give me a move silently. That's good enough. Mira,
Actually,
did you already do it? Yeah, you did.
He specifically said he was stuck in the tree.
Hey, wait.
That was the other cat, right?
That was canon.
That was Fluffles.
Yeah.
It was
He
canon.
did say he was stuck in the tree himself earlier.
Well, did you read what he wrote?
Oh, he
Raylan
climbs
realizes
down.
that he is humanoid, uses his arms to climb down after helping Fluffles to get down.
Does Fluffles
Okay.
have to make his own check because I don't have
No,
control?
because you were assisting him down.
Okay. No, his own check for moving silently through the trees.
No.
Okay, because I don't have control of his rolls.
Because he is small, actually, the rough terrain is not actually hindering him all that much. And considering he's a cat with, and he walks quietly, very quietly anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So, Justin, who is at the head of the column, and Nutmeg, the two of you can hear the chopping sounds very close. So I need the two of you to, Foluco and Nutmeg and Justin and Sheik. Let's get the four of you to give me spot checks. So I will roll for Justin. Nice one, Foluco. No, not much luck, Nutmeg. Sorry. Sheik, how about you?
Am I moving? Or
Sheik, you are spotting.
ah.
So far, it looks like Felipe has the best roll out of the three.
Yep.
4.
Hey Marcus, I need to borrow your eyes.
No! Don't take it. Oh, gosh.
Thank you.
What? Uh-oh. Am I missing something here?
Eyeballs.
All right. Foluco and Sheik, you can now see that there are four
too
of
bad.
them. There
did
are
not
four of them
see anything.
that are working together to cut through the trees. Each of them is equipped with a crude-looking woodsman's axe. It doesn't look like it's an actual weapon. They look to be of the tool sort. They're making quite the
Lady
racket.
Almond. Oh boy. Let's see what Lady Almond sees.
Yes, Lady Ament, you can fly over them because you suspect that you being a hawk, you won't attract all that much attention.
What does my spot check see?
All right, you can also see the four of them down there. And since it is daylight, Lady Ament, you can actually see a little further up on the ridge. And you can see up on the ridge there is. I'm trying to get there because I've got crowded mouse. Just a second. There we go. Okay. You can see up on the ridge there is the remains of a bonfire that is still burning, and sitting next to it is a solitary green-skinned creature. Let me move the observer's vision up here so he can see that. All right, and then we will move back to here. All right, so Justin actually turns to you, Nutmeg, and he whispers quietly. He says, "There are four of them, and they don't look like they have weapons. They're using wood chopping axes." No, it's Justin is whispering this to Nutmeg.
Can you whisper it back?
You can. So he's saying, he's telling you, Nutmeg, they're clumsy in a fight, but they're still sharp enough to cause damage. If there are four of them, and we get enough of us together, we might be able to get the jump on them and shut them up before they sound the alarm.
I can fix this problem.
Right.
I summon a swarm of spiders and I direct them towards the orcs.
I'm going to move forward.
Oh, jeez.
So you are up on the ridge, Sheik.
Sorry?
You are up on the ridge. Are you going to try and hide yourself?
Yes, I'll do that.
Did you hear me, Tarek?
Yeah, you said you were going to summon a swarm of spiders?
Yep.
All right, Sheik, give me a reflex saving throw.
A reflex?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, hold up. I gotta
Okay, because you are emerging from the tree line at this point, Sheik.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, get yourself back in the trees.
Tarek, I'll be right back.
Yeah, just a
They
minute.
see me with, I suppose, with a height of 28.
Just a moment.
Or what happens there?
Because standing right in front of you is another guard standing on the ridge who hasn't noticed you yet.
Oh, thank goodness.
He is watching from the crest of the canyon, looking down at the work of the orc wood choppers down below. You're grateful for the ability to hide and move silently. Otherwise, you're certain he would have noticed you because you came within 10 feet of him.
Oh, this just got exciting.
Oh boy.
Put him to sleep.
Huh? Who's leaving?
Nobody's leaving. Raylan was suggesting that he puts the orc archers to sleep.
With non-lethal damage or something.
Raylan, if you want to do that, you should come up here with me.
Well, why don't
Are you saying this out loud? Are you saying this out loud?
I'm not saying this out loud, but I'm saying that if he wants to enact that as his plan, he should at least see the archer.
So you're saying it. So you're saying
I'm
it.
saying
just
that I am
not
currently the only one who
saying.
can see the
So
archer.
the truth is he's meta-playing, which is a no-no.
Oh, I see. I see.
Benefit
That's
of
what it
saying
is.
things out loud, but with none of the downsides.
So, yeah, I try and discourage meta-play, and you know that, son.
I'm suggesting something not as my character, but as a player.
I see. But as a player who is role-playing his character, there's no way you could know that just yet.
I'm back. Sorry.
All right. So,
You're fine.
So, Feluco, you're actually from within the trees. You're going to summon a swarm of tiny spiders to go across the orc woodchoppers.
Yes.
All right, let me see if I can do that.
Are you trying to scare the junk out of him?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they don't see us yet.
Hey, come on.
All right, so where do you want to summon the swarm? Okay.
If they run away, it should chase them.
A swarm of spiders.
Lovely.
All right.
Ooh, spiders, I love those.
All right. So the first thing that the swarm does is move in this direction over to the orc. And he is going to make a will saving throw.
While that's happening, I tell Justin and Loose Fang to keep their distance.
Oh, wait.
He rolled a nat 20 on his will saving throw. So the orc actually jumps back and then points with his wood axe down at the spider swarm and then begins gibbering in his language to his companions. Does anybody speak orc?
Let me see, I probably don't.
I don't think I do.
Nope.
But you know,
I only speak common.
it might be one of the languages that I took. Oh, it turned out I did not. My language
I
is
don't know, man.
on my character sheet.
That would have been useful.
So
I
no-
didn't.
I got Gnomish, but I don't think they're doing that.
nobody in the party speaks orc.
Okay.
Justin does.
Justin
Can we decipher language or anything in magically?
Justin knows a little bit. There is a spell called what is it? Know languages or speak
Comprehend
languages?
language.
Comprehend languages. Thank you. But do any of you have that spell memorized?
I'll just conveniently memorize that spell right now and learn it as well.
I don't think so. Convenient spell casting is discouraged.
What?
You need to memorize them beforehand and have them written down on your character sheet.
I don't even have it learned.
You don't even have that in your spell book. So the answer is...
I don't even know what level it is.
Comprehend languages? I think it's a 2nd level spell.
Okay.
You probably could learn it if you found the scroll. All right. So Justin, again, turns to Loosefang and Nutmeg and says, they're speaking too fast. I can't catch it. But one of them saw the spiders, and he's trying to tell his buddies to cut them.
I just kind of look confused. What spiders?
They're not too bright, are they?
What spiders?
How about we sit back and watch what they do for a minute?
Are they going to cut the trees down on top of the spiders?
There's spiders. That won't do anything.
So,
Tarek?
Yeah.
If it's possible, I would like to try and climb up into the trees higher up the branches.
Okay. So then give me a climb check and a move silently check. Everyone else in the party, you need to tell me what you're doing at this point.
I am waiting and telling everybody else next to me to wait because I don't want the spider swarm to come towards them.
Okay.
I'm gonna...
You can't control it?
I'm just moving over to the rest of the group.
All right.
Okay,
Okay, Loosefang, that is definitely a good enough climb check to get up in the trees, but you are snapping twigs and making quite the ruckus climbing up.
Can I attempt a quick perform check to sound like some winged animal, like make bird noises?
Okay, this one's going to be a tough one, but go ahead and try that. That would be a bluff.
Bluff?
You can use bluff or perform, whichever is better.
Let me check it.
You can do it.
I'm gonna go with perform.
This is going to be interesting.
Got it.
I am going to laugh if he gets a good roll on this.
Oh.
Oh, what's the roll?
Okay, perform, stage acting. That's actually not bad. Now,
I'm just a birdie too.
I'm just a little black rain cloud. Hovering. So, what you need to do is you need to overcome a counter roll from 4 different orc grunts and 1 orc archer. Let's see if you can do it. So here's 1, 2. Yeah, that one you failed on that one. 3, you failed on that one.
Yikes.
4, and the archer. Okay, so 2 of them and plus the archer do not believe that you are some sort of a bird.
On the bright side, maybe they'll argue about it with each other.
That's fine. That's fine. I know. I'm fairly sure the archer's not going to actually be able to see. He just knows that this is not a bird crashing through the tree.
Eric,
I've got lots of voices going in right here, Carter, so it's hard to hear you. Okay. Sorry. Say that again,
Do you
Loosefang.
know that the archer is there or not?
Okay. The only one that knows the archer is there at this point is Sheik, and let's see, Lady Almond. No, you're not close enough. Neither is Sir Squeaks. They are out. He is out of your line of sight. So.
Question. Question. Sorry, real quick question. How high up the tree was I able to get?
Okay. Yeah, you are able to climb up quite a bit. So you are level with the terrace to your right.
Excellent.
So if you wanted to climb off onto the terrace on your right, you could do so.
That is my goal. Yes. That is my goal.
All right.
Yes.
So go ahead and move yourself there. Now.
To right there.
So you have.
Right there.
Yeah, about right there is fine. Yes.
Oh, or did you mean lower? I can
no,
go lower.
I meant sorry.
Or did you mean lower? I can go lower. If that's
I meant the east side. Well, yeah, I meant lower. So more like right over where Sir Squeaks is.
Okay. All I couldn't see that there's a terrace. I can do that. There's a terrace there.
It's covered with trees. I'm sorry. All right. So this.
You still need a bandit.
Okay. So we have this one, and this one, who clearly do not believe that you were a bird, and now they are looking for you. The other two are busy dealing with a swarm of spiders, who is still following them.
Okay.
Do they start taking damage if they're in the same tile as the spiders? I forget.
Yes. So, Sheik, the orc archer, is now scarcely 10 feet away from you, but his back is turned toward you because he's looking in that direction.
Where is he standing as associated to the cliff?
He is standing right on the cliff edge. Now, Foluco and Marcus, give me spot checks. Okay, I'm going to roll a will saving throw for this orc again, so go ahead. Let's see.
Sorry.
Marcus.
He said,
Yeah, Marcus and Foluco, give me spot checks.
I've actually been trying to climb up there, but I haven't been able to get a word in.
Sorry, with 7 players, we've got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. Can I do that now?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a climb check. Raylan, I believe with all of the branches out there, that actually makes the climb easier. So yes, that is enough. Okay, this
What
orc.
would I have to...
Sorry, I'll get to that in a second. This orc here is now surrounded by the swarm, and he is starting to panic, and he is chopping down with his axe for all that he's worth, even though he's doing pretty much no damage to the swarm at all. Now the swarm. Sorry, what was that?
Sorry, never mind. You can continue your thing. They're taking advantage of me because I'm distracted.
So it's a spider swarm, so it's actually completely immune to weapon damage.
Yeah, it has to be hit with area of effect damage. So the orc itself has taken 4 points of damage and is now surrounded by a swarm of spiders. Meanwhile, Loosefang, you withdrew into the trees, and so these other wood choppers are looking for you, and I'm going to give them spot checks. So Raylan, you are up there. You can go ahead and move.
Yeah, I'm up there. Yes.
All right. So Loosefang, give me a high check. You've got to beat a 22.
He'll be right back. He just stepped
That's
away
right.
for a minute.
Okay.
Bathroom.
Sheik, back to you.
So,
You were asking about the archer over here.
Yes. Since he's standing on the edge of the cliff, if I were to kick him off, he would have no room to stagger himself to recover that.
That is you. Yeah, you're pretty sure that that's the case. Yes.
So would that be a strength check, or what would that be?
That would be just a melee attack roll. No, let's see. No, that would be a
grapple beat, right?
that would be a combat maneuver. Yeah. So let's go to your character sheet.
And I'm trying to decide if it's worth it to kick him down and add to the chaos.
Yeah, because if you do that, then I'll be able to see it, and I can summon another swarm.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a grapple roll.
Grapple.
Which grapple I think is poorly named in this version. They call it a combat maneuver in Pathfinder.
So, my total strength is 11. Do I get no modifier on grapple?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right.
So yeah, your grapple is
So
just
if
a base.
I just walk up behind him and just Barra kick him off. That's not melee.
So what you're suggesting is a bull rush.
Okay. Yes.
You're coming up behind him and you're trying to shove him off of the cliff in just basically throwing yourself into him, essentially.
Yep.
All right. So I'll tell you what. If you succeed in a grapple check, you can push him off and not have to do anything else, or you can do it with a melee check and then you have to do a reflex to make sure you don't fall off yourself.
I think I'll do a melee because I think I'll be more successful with that,
Okay.
but I will have to save myself.
Okay, Sheik, that is a hit. So, so you have pushed him forward, but now go ahead and make a reflex saving throw to see if you can stop yourself from going off as well.
Nice.
Well done. So you have run yourself bodily into the archer, shoved him off the cliff, and you have successfully stabilized yourself so you do not also go over. Well done.
This is Sparta.
Pretty much. So the orc archer has fallen 20 feet onto a stone floor below and takes damage for falling.
And another spider swarm.
I would like to back up and hide immediately after I do
So
that.
you're summoning another spider swarm?
Yep.
Wow. Okay, how long does the spider swarm last?
Summon swarm. 1 moment. Duration concentration plus 2 rounds.
Okay, so the swarm actually doesn't last all that long.
Well, it's concentration plus 2 rounds. So
concentration implies that you're focusing on it and unable to cast any other spells as you're concentrating.
Oh, so I can only do one swarm at a time?
So as soon as you stop concentrating, it'll last for 2 more rounds.
So I can only do one swarm at a time?
Or 2, but you'll only end up having simultaneous for 2 rounds.
For a little.
Yeah. So Loose Fang. Back to you. You're back now. Sheik just pushed the orc archer off the cliff, and Sheik.
I heard that.
Sheik, if you are you going to try and hide yourself after that, because it's pretty obvious something's going on here.
Yes, I know it'd be pretty obvious, but I would still like to back up and hide.
All right. So go ahead and give me a hide, and I need. Let's see. Okay. So you are in a surprise round at this point. Combat has not started, but you guys I will give each of you a single action in a surprise round.
Oh, I still get a 15 with the fail.
All right. So you are up on the ridge.
I have a huge cliff in the way.
Yeah, you're up on the ridge. You don't think anyone else is up there with you, at least not any enemies, and you backed into the trees. So you think you are hidden. All right. I need surprise round actions from everyone else. Yeah, let's go with you first, Raylan.
Okay. Can I take my move and move somewhere where I can see around here to like put maybe a fireball?
If you creep out onto the ridge out of the tree line,
like right there,
and you could do that.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, that's
do you want to do so silently or not worried about it?
Silently.
Let's
do that.
Because you're gonna do something silently just to do something that's totally not silent.
You are moving there and there. That's 20 feet of movement. Actually, you cannot make it that far because the trees are too thick.
Okay. Which means I can't get a clear line of sight to do a fireball.
I will allow you to move that far with a move silently check.
Okay.
Which will get you in position for the next round. Very good.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, since no.
Marcus, what do you want to do on a surprise round? Marcus, are you here?
Marcus?
He said he was going to grab a drink.
All right, let's move on to Foluco. Are you going to continue concentrating on the spider swarm?
They
I
will be looking for us, but they haven't discovered us.
Sorry, go ahead, Foluco.
I'm going to break concentration long enough to summon a focus. I think I'm saying it right. It's this. This thing.
One moment.
It looks really weird. It's basically a fire. You know the movie Tremors? It's like one of those, but on fire.
I have not seen the movie Tremors.
Imagine if Earthworm Jim and Freddy Krueger got together.
Oh, that's disturbing.
Yes, it is. It is very disturbing.
So I'm going to the. It's called a thakwa.
Soka.
A thoka.
Thuka.
Thuka.
Thuka. It's basically a fireworm that like shoots out of the ground and stabs you.
Oh,
with
it is a medium elemental in the shape of a worm.
Nice.
So is this Nature's Ally 3?
Yes.
Because I am looking at Nature's Ally 3, and there it is, Thokwa.
Here's a transparent image if you need to use something. Here, I'm gonna DM it to you through Discord real quick. There's a transparent.
I'm back.
Alright, welcome back.
Wait, since I only took a move action, can I as my action?
You can take one action during a surprise round.
Yeah.
Which includes move actions and standard actions.
Yeah, can I take my standard action and do summon monster tree?
I don't think you understand what I meant.
What?
You can either take a standard action or a move action.
I don't hear the either part.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a giant flaming worm that shoots out of the ground and stabs you with its face.
Okay.
That sounds fun.
How about that?
Yeah, that works.
Since they haven't discovered us, I bet they'll think that's pretty clever.
So, not only does it do damage, but merely being touched by it, they take 2d6 fire damage.
Ooh.
It's heat damage. So, and then they take
hugs.
And then they take 1d4 damage per round after that of burn damage.
You like your fire, don't you? I think you and Raylan are going to get along very well.
Yeah, and
They might have to go off and make their own party.
And they have to, if they don't want to catch on fire after being put on fire by being in its presence, they have to do a DC 12 reflex save.
Well, maybe they can be the new pyromancers.
I think we'd make a great pair.
All right, so Marcus, are you back?
Yep.
Okay, Marcus, what are you going to do on a surprise round?
Kind of contemplating if I want to do an ice bolt or not.
You do have your arcane pool back.
Yeah. I don't want to waste my ice bolt on just these guys. I am going to
Raylan is oscillating.
All right.
Going back and forth.
Right. I'm gonna shoot an ice bolt at this guy then.
Okay, you do not have line of sight.
Okay.
So you're going to need to try and push past Raylan there. Now, I will allow you to move 20 feet if you're not moving silently. If you're moving silently, then you can only move 10.
Okay. I will do move silently. Oh wait, no, not move silently. I'd move more if I don't move silently.
I would love it if we just kept ourselves all hidden and we just scare tactic the crap out of these guys.
Okay.
You might be able to do that. I mean, Foluco seems to be doing pretty well.
If I center a fireball around the hookah, whatever, that'd scare him quite a bit.
Now,
would the Fuka take fire damage, or because he's fire element, would he not?
He's a fire elemental.
He's a fire
now
elemental.
he is a fire elemental, but I'm looking at his damage reduction.
I wouldn't think that he would take damage.
He has elemental traits and immunity to fire.
Yep.
Oh, I would have to leave Marcus out of that blaze, though.
Okay. So I'm gonna do my ice bolt at this guy right here.
All right, now I'm going to explain to you what I explained to Raylan before. During a surprise round, you can either take a move action or a standard action, but not both.
Oh, okay.
So what you're in position to fire, but you're going to have to wait for the next round. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nut and
Actually,
paprika.
sorry, can I move back to just over here then instead of being over there?
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right. So Nut and Paprika, what are you guys going to do on the surprise round?
Well, there's not much I could do without just... It's like, all this fighting's been going on, so I guess there's no need to stay hidden anymore.
Well, Sheik would argue with you on that point.
Yeah, we're staying.
I would. My argument is let's terrify the crap out of these guys and see what happens. Follow them back to base or something. I mean, a swarm of spiders, a Thokwa, the archer just tumbled down the cliff.
You also have to understand,
So,
this entire forest just grew out of thin air for them.
by the forest?
That's correct. Yeah, Paprika, she has woodland stride, so she can walk through the forest as at normal speed, but she cannot run.
So from their perspective, a forest just grew out of thin air. They started chopping it down, and then spiders and all these other weird crap started attacking them.
Yeah, that is pretty out of the ordinary.
So if we could just stay hidden, they should run.
I would like to move here.
All right. And
I already have
Paprika?
my spirit drawn. Paprika will move here.
Where? Oh, okay, I see. Does Paprika know that Fluffles is on her back?
Oh, I shoot.
I'm not even sure if she
I
cares.
shooed Fluffles off long ago.
Oh,
Not
really?
battle.
So, Raylan, what are you going to do about that? Because apparently Paprika doesn't like Fluffles being on her back.
Well, Fluffles likes the moose's back.
My.
You want this spear pointed at your cat. If not, get it out of battle.
Huh? All right. So, Loose Fang, what are you going to do for the surprise round?
Would that make Fluffles a warrior cat?
How much higher up is this area from the trees?
That's another 30 feet up.
Would I be able to make a climb check to get up to there?
You could.
I would like to do that.
Okay, go ahead and give me a climb check. Do you want to try and do it moving silently? Sorry, I've got little indigestion.
I mean, I will try, but so far I think I've been able to get maybe over a 4 all night with that. So
yeah, your luck has not been very good.
I'll still do it, but
okay.
I'm slightly confused. I thought cats were the ones supposed to climb up in trees, not German shepherds.
He's not wrong. All right.
Hey, that's above a 4.
Har, har, har.
Okay, Loose Fang. That is not enough to scale the cliff, although you are able to get up halfway hanging onto the branches of the trees. The trees do not extend all the way to the top of the cliff.
That's fine.
So you're halfway up. Mira, finally, Mira, what are we going to do?
I mean, I think it's best I just kind of hide as well.
You're going to hide?
Just a little bit forward and hide in the bushes next to Justin.
Very well. Okay. So I am going to begin combat here because there is a spider swarm and a thuka. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Sure.
That is clearly attacking these guys, and the orc archer was pushed off the cliff, so they are in high alert at this point.
All right.
Do-do-do.
Before you do that, I'm going to have to be done for tonight.
Oh, why is that?
I still have some things I need to get done by tonight for my senior project.
Sounds good. Sorry to see you go, buddy.
Well, you know software. Have you ever had to write software requirements sheets or design
Been there,
documents,
done that.
stuff like that?
Been there, done that.
I have to work on updating those to my professor's specifications by midnight. So
Very
I'm gonna
good.
be doing that.
Yuck. I'm currently typing up my essay for my argument and analysis class.
I just have a little journal assignment due tonight, but if we're done before 10, I should have plenty of time to do it.
All right. Well, be stealthy, everyone. Don't kill me, please, and have fun with combat.
Indeed.
I won't let that happen.
We will try our best
should be
with the
fine.
build.
Well, would it be best if we just pause here just before combat?
You know, it is 10 o'clock Central Time. Do you guys want to pause and we'll start combat in the next section?
I think that would be
That sounds
wise.
fine to me.
I'm
we
good
could
with
do
that.
that.
I can agree to that.
All right.
I'm a little bit disappointed, but that sounds okay.
Then it's even better.
All right, guys.
Okay.
I am going to say thank you for playing this evening, and let's get back into it and see if we can shut these orcs down. And I'm going to end the stream now.